I am an economist, Portuguese. I live in Lisbon. I am member of Portuguese Assembly since 1991 and a member of the IPU delegation of my country since 2002. So I work in the budget committee and I am the coordinator of my party to these issues and member of the Foreign Affairs Committee as well. I love politics and I love international politics. You know, I grew up with the revolution in Portugal. So all the people from my generation, we feel politics because we saw how it changed our life and how it was important to have democracy and to have freedom and to have the human rights respected from the state and from each other. First of all, because I believe in IPU. It's impossible to try to do a job if we don't believe in that. I believe in democracy and I believe in parliamentarians. After near 30 years, 29, 30 years as member of parliament, I have other opportunities. But I decide always to remain in parliament because I feel it as a mission to represent the people and to defend the ideals in what I believe. IPU is the most important organization that joins parliaments from all over the world. And in all these years, I saw how important it is. Because, for instance, as a European, when we have a problem, sometimes we have a point of view and we think the problem is solved in just with a way. And during an assembly or a meeting, when we have talks and we have discussions with parliamentarians from Africa or from Asia or from America, we will saw different perspectives of that problem. First, to have democracy in more countries. And not just democracy, but everything that is linked. Freedom, respect of the state of law, human rights, respected, of course. So, if it is possible, okay, we achieve it. Second, we should give more visibility to the IPU. Sometimes I think that people that work, for instance, in international affairs, they don't know what is IPU. We are working, we are doing the best, but we didn't achieve the role that we need to be where we need to be. Because people are more, I think, aware to the organizations of governments about health, or about work, or about telecommunications, and not about parliamentarian organization. Finally, transparency. When we have a program, a special program to empowerment of parliaments, for instance, it should be an open program to all the parliaments that need some help, not just to the parliaments that hear something about it. If we achieve transparency of the organization, it will be more inclusive, because some countries that don't work so much with IPU, if they know that there is a special program that they can candidate to receive a support to help women participation in politics, to have more IT knowledge, to have more information about constitution, respect of minorities, about LGBTs issues, and so on, we will have a more inclusive organization. And always we need to be open to receive more suggestions because we don't know everything. I said it during my campaign. I learn a lot with the talks. I talked during my campaign maybe with more than 100 heads of delegations. I have some ideas, but when we are talking, we are discovering differences. We are discovering that we don't know everything. We need to be an open mind to receive, okay, it makes sense. We will try to do it. We may fail, we may succeed, but if we stay seated on the same place, never happen. The human rights of parliamentarians should be the core business of IPU. We talk about human rights, about democracy. If we don't defend, first of all, the human rights of parliamentarians, it's better to close the doors. In Lisbon, if you have a problem, or in Moscow, or in Buenos Aires, or in Istanbul, or in Madrid, we don't care. We parliamentarians, we are human beings. And so we make committed crimes, of course. And if I kill someone, of course I need to pay for it. Other thing is if I am in prison just because I defend my ideas. If I am not free to defend the people I am representing, it's impossible to IPU to accept something like it. And so IPU should talk about it every time, to have missions to that countries, to see if it's a crime, a common crime, a usual crime, or this is a political prisoner, and if it is, we need to say it very loudly to everyone, that the human rights of parliamentarians are not respected there, and we need to ask, I don't know, we may think about it, if we need to ask for sanctions to that country. The president of IPU is not re-elected, so I may say what I think. I don't know if a country don't respect the human rights of parliamentarians if they should have the right to vote in our organization. In the end of my mandate, I will be very happy if we have more women in politics, for instance. If the quota of young parliamentarians are higher, if it's possible to have other countries join the organization, maybe US, it will be an honor for us to have US came back, maybe with the Biden administration it will be more easier. And finally, if you, to go to the beginning, if you are just one step forward to achieve the visibility we need and to have the transparency we need, it will represent that we will have a more inclusive organization, and inclusive organization means that there is more democracy for everyone.